It's all love, though. What up, Daniel? Hey, tap that screen for me, please. Yeah,
Welcome to episode 79 of The Truth with BG31 and JC Sports Talk. We about to talk bi-week. We about to talk bye-week. We about to talk trading deadline. We about to talk Giants
Hey,
game. We
appreciate
about to
you.
do it all for you tonight. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's freaking get it.
Sports.
First, we're going to start out with my boy, Seth Joyner, letting y'all know what time it is.
But for the naysayers that sit back and they want to see the most important player on the field, a quarterback who's making $50-something million, he should be doing more. I thought the name of the game was to win. And all Jalen Hurts does is win. Mm-hmm. He wins in the most efficient way when he needs to win, when they need him to turn and hand the ball off and make the right play. But when asked to throw the football, to throw the ball accurately on time and make plays, he did it this week. We've got to learn how to have grace and give these coaches thumbs up sometimes too. Because if you're a student of the game and you're watching the game enough, you can see that there's a lot of variations in what they did through the first 5 weeks and what they've done over the last 2 weeks. So Jalen ain't drawing up his own plays. Smitty might have called his play last week, but Saquon ain't drawing up his own plays. Somebody's drawing them up. Somebody's made a change over what we saw in the first 5 weeks to what we saw the last 2 weeks. That tells me it has to be the offensive coordinator, and you have to give him credit. If we're going to beat him up when the team doesn't do well, let's give him his props when the team does well.
Diedrich, go Birds.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Lock in, gotta stay locked in, Goggins. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary's like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna lead, no watching. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, like I'm on the shit, like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear, never get tired, no I'm still here. Felt in the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years into my moments here. Waiting my turn, now I'm hot in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drive. Give me one shot and I'm coming alive. Names on the last second, taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's and the straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes it.
What is up, everybody? It's
Nation.
One in the building. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Victory Tuesday here on The Truth.
Yo, what up, BG? What's up, man? Yes, it is Victory Tuesday. It is Victory Tuesday. We are 6-2, and what a BTA on the Little Giants. Now, that's how you want to go into a bye. You know what I mean? Leaving no doubt in nobody's mind that we put that B to A, belt to ass, on the Little Giants this past Sunday. And now we get to go into a bye, feet up, drinks are in hand, and watch everybody else in our division, in our conference. You know what I mean? So I like bye weeks, man. I've been waiting for it for 9 weeks, and it's here now.
Hey, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure y'all hit that like on the way in. Shout out to my mom, man. My mom just came in. New channel membership. Welcome, Mom, to the family. Welcome. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you for joining the nation. Let's go Birds, baby. Let's go Birds. I love you. We got Mrs. Slim BirdGang in the building. Said, what's up, guys? How you doing? The truth is where it's at for show. We got, it's harder to see. Nina in the building. KP starting to come into his own. Hope it continues. What's up, Nina? How you doing tonight, Nina?
What up, Nina?
With you.
Look, I don't know about if KP is starting to come into his own or not. It's the Giants. Okay? Listen. I know a win is a win, but man, I was asleep the whole week facing the Giants. I mean, I had no worries. I had no doubt in my mind that we was going to whoop the Giants' ass. No doubt. So, yes, this was a get right morale booster for us fans, for the players. But let me wait until we go against the Packers when we get back, right? When we get back in 2 weeks. And now if KP call a good game, and then now the Lions is next, let me wait before. But I'm going to give him his credit, though. KP did call a game fitting the situation, fitting the team, called the New York Stinking Little Giants.
Yeah, you heard Self talk about it. You know, we got to give flowers what flowers due.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Jalen out there calling the play. It took time to develop. You know what I'm saying? You have to develop throughout the season. Everybody was expecting us to come out full form. You know, we're the Super Bowl champions. We're the best team in the NFL. We're just going to dominate from game one. There is an off season. There's new players. There's things you got to adapt to from the new offensive scheme. You know, new players got to get adapted to that, you know. So, you know, I think it was going to take time, and time is here, and the time is right. This is the perfect time to have a bye week at 6-2, my guy, for sure. Nina says, great to see the running game is back going. Exactly. That shows the balance. We needed that. Nina. We needed to be back in that running game. The running game be back just like the passing game got back. In the beginning, you know, we didn't have either. We weren't running the ball very good. We weren't passing the ball very good. So it's glad to see back-to-back weeks where, one, you have a immaculate, you know, passing game by Jalen Hurts with a perfect quarterback rating. And then he comes back this week, you know, and we have an immaculate running game. So I am so proud of this football team, and we are definitely starting to peak and soar at the right time.
And the thing is this, right? The running game looked good versus the Giants. And Cam Jurgens wasn't even in there. So it could only get better, right? I mean, it could only get better from here when Cam Jurgens come back healthy in a couple weeks. You know, hopefully the right guard. Who's the right guard right now? Like, I don't even remember who played right guard this past week. Okay, all right. So that means that when Jurgens come back, we will have our whole offensive line, hopefully, finally, at least 60 to 75% healthy, because there's nobody going to be 100% healthy at this time of the year. So there's no such thing. But when Cam get back, you know, with Steen, with Lane Johnson, with Dickerson, with Mariota, you know, and now we find another weapon on the offensive side, you know, in the backfield. Mr. TB himself, not Tom Brady, folks, not Tom Brady, but Tank Bigsby, folks, ladies and gentlemen. We got another weapon in the backfield. And that's what I'm saying, right? Finding this right here with Tank Bigsby and Barkley, and now you really have a two-headed monster heading into, you know, Green Bay. You know what I mean? So yeah, this game, look, there was a lot on the line, right? We could not lose, but then the play calling had to come into, you know, at least start looking like he knew what he was doing with 8 games in, right? So, but yeah, man, hey, we definitely gonna get into the running game, you know, the passing game, and the receivers, of course, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. We definitely gonna get into all that.
Yeah, we definitely are for sure. Shout out to Greg. Daniel, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing tonight? Richard, shout out to Rich in the building. What's up, Richard? How you doing today? Said we took care of business. Yes, we did. Alfredo. I hope I'm not messing up your name. What's his name, man? Alfredo. Yeah, Alfredo. That's right.
Yeah.
He says, I believe Hurts will be considered now on, especially being under center with play action. Yeah, Hurts adding a new step to his game.
Yeah.
The whole under center game that everybody thought he wasn't going to be able to do, and he's doing it pretty well right now, man. I got to salute Hurts. He even admitted that he likes it. This is what we heard on the Rich Eisen show earlier today, and this is what I heard on it. Let's see.
Eagles look good. I mean, the Eagles, I know so much hand-wringing about, are they any good? We spent a good 5 minutes on NFL Game Day morning on Sunday morning about what's their identity. What is their identity? That's the issue. A.J. Brown was out. Let's find out what their identity is. And I think their identity, sure, Hurts throwing it to Dallas Goedert as much as he did. That's one thing. And Hurts just throwing it is another thing. It goes through 26. I mean, let's just cut the BS here. If 26 is on point and they can run it with 26, it all works off of that. That's how they greased telephone poles and had a parade last year. It's just that simple. Does he have to run for 2,000 yards in a season? No. But if he's running it and they start grinding you down, then the play action is just going to open wide up, and that's it. Just run the guy. 14 carries, 150 yards. And he didn't return after a groin injury in the third quarter after another massive run by him, but they didn't need him. That thing was finished, and I think Jalen Hurts is pointing out it works well with him under center. That may be another thing that they've discovered.
I enjoy being under center and being able to complement things within our run game and find a flow. I think when you have more variety and you have different variations of what you do, you definitely can build off of that. And so I think the best of them usually are able to attack people in different ways, and they can pick their poison in that. And I do think that element of what we do, it has always done something for us. And we just want to continue to build off of that.
That's it. Then that's it. Rip the knob off. Keep the Kelly Green uniforms while you're at it.
Yeah, agreed.
38 points, 427 total yards, 276 rush yards. Those are all season highs. That's it. Leave him under center as much as he wants. Get Saquon going, and you're win football games. They're 6-2. Remember last year they were 2-2. They went into a bye, came back, and only lost I think once, if not twice, the rest of the season. They're going to a bye. Let's get them healthy. And I'm sure it'll be refreshing for them that they come off a win, and it's not all about, is A.J. Brown happy?
Well, stay tuned for AJ's socials this week.
Okay, fine. Then you know what? They just came up with 250 or more rush yards and 4 passing touchdowns in a game for the fourth time, just a fourth time since 1950. All right? Then this is what we're going to do. And guess what, AJ? We'll welcome you back. We're not trading you. Just sit tight, hang out, trust in the process, even though you pretty much don't, and we'll get you another shiny thing for your finger.
Do you think this week it's going to be
a question? All this AJ Brown trade talk to me is nonsense.
Hey, thank you for the love, much love.
Like, it shouldn't even be a question. Why are we going to trade away one of our best wide receivers? But it is what it is, man. It's all clickbait for,
Not clickbait. It's stuff to talk about. It's AJ bait. That's what it is. AJ's baiting us to do this. It's not, we wouldn't have nothing to say about AJ if AJ don't do the AJ things he do. Like, everybody has, a lot of siblings, right? There's always the bad sibling, and AJ's acting like the bad sibling right now. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's not happy. He's the one that's not satisfied. But I told you, I explained this to you guys. It's not because AJ don't want to be in Philly, for one. It's not that he don't love his teammates. It's not that he doesn't want, to be on a winning team. It's just the fact that he wants to be the greatest receiver in the game. And to be the greatest receiver in the game, you have to be on a team that don't have another number one on the other side.
But he will never be the greatest wide receiver in the game. What game? Like, of all time, or like right now?
In the game, playing right now.
Come on, like, he would never be that. I mean, that's not what the only team that I could see, even if he goes to another team, he still will be getting double teamed and everything like that. So he will never be able to be the best wide receiver in the game.
But that's what he wants. We as fans cannot tell the man what he wants. He said he wants to be the best. And to be the best, you can't be on this team to do it, is what I'm saying.
He can. Yes, he can. He's a 3-time All-Pro on this team.
I can think of 5 other teams right now that if A.J. Brown was on that team, he would have the numbers, the targets, the everything he would need.
But not the record. But not the winning record.
You know, he just won't have the winning record. That's what it is. Yeah, guys got to realize this. Even when that's when they talk about the Hurts thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though Hurts is the only quarterback, you know, with in NFL history with 20 touchdowns, 1 interception through 8 games. The only quarterback, not your Josh Allen, not your freaking Patty Mahomes, not your Drake May, and all these guys. None of them have 20 touchdowns total with only 1 interception. Okay, Hurts is on pace for like 3,900 yards, 40 touchdowns. My God, total. So I know everybody likes to hate on Hurts, man. But he's the guy, man. Let's give flowers where flowers is due. It's time to give Jalen Hurts his flowers. He's been hated on for 8 weeks, besides last week. And even you got people out there hating on him this week, saying, "Oh, he threw 4 touchdowns, but he didn't have over 200 yards passing." Who gives a? You know what I'm saying? 4 touchdowns. You gonna hate on the man for 4 touchdowns? That's disrespect. That's disrespect.
I mean, look, hey, all the Jalen Hurts hate should be put to bed. It should be put to rest. All right. But the problem is this: it would never be put to rest. No matter what Jalen Hurts does, it's always going to be a reason why he's not among the best. It doesn't matter about how much he wins. It doesn't matter how many Super Bowls he wins. They're always going to find a way to discredit Jalen Hurts, right? Oh, Howie Roseman set him up. He got a good team around him, a good coach. Well, not the real good coach part. Oh, he got the best offensive line. The Philadelphia Eagles is not the best offensive line in football, folks. They're not the best offensive line in football this year. Not this year, they're not. But for some odd reason, when you bring up the Jalen Hurts, it's like, oh, he got the best offensive line. The wide receivers was barely doing anything like the first 5-6 weeks, like in the NFL. The running game was who? What running game? But still, we were still finding ways to win. But he will never get the credit he deserved. It doesn't really matter. Like Patrick Mahomes got a stacked team right now on offense with Rice back, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce, right? I mean, a good offensive line, but his name is Patrick Mahomes. But ain't nobody gonna say, hey, well, he got these guys, so that's why he's good. No, Hurts is gonna have to go out there and win multiple championships, period. Multiple Super Bowls and be multiple Super Bowl MVP. And he has to be the reason why the Eagles won those won those Super Bowls, just like he was the past couple ones that we've been to. If not, he would never, ever, ever get the credit. But he doesn't care. But he doesn't care. And that's why we had the best quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly, because he's all about team first and everything else second. It's team, win, and hey, whatever,
Everybody say Josh Allen's better than Jalen Hurts. Let's look at the numbers right here. Look at the numbers right now for Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. 7 games, 8 games played. You know what I'm saying? I think he actually played after this came out. But Josh Allen does average 222.9 yards per game. Jalen Hurts 209.6 per game. 60% completion for Josh Allen, 70.2. Quarterback rating, Josh Allen 103.6, Jalen Hurts 114.4. Touchdown to interception ratio, 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions for Josh. 15 touchdowns to 1 interception for Hurts. I rest my case. Okay, y'all keep doubting my quarterback, acting like he ain't the man. I
don't like comparing quarterbacks like this, because the eye test, Josh Allen is a physical specimen, right? He's a beast. So I'm not even going to say that Hurts is better than Josh Allen. Overall, he's not.
He's
not
a winner. What matters most?
Listen. Hey, take that shit down. Hey, take that down. Take that down. Overall, okay, yes, he's a winner. Okay, so if we're going to go off of wins, absolutely. Hurts is the second best quarterback in the whole NFL if you're going to go off of wins behind Patrick Mahomes, right? But if you drop Josh Allen on the Philadelphia Eagles, now people are saying, hey, you could put Lamar Jackson back there, Josh Allen back there, Joe Burrow back there, and they will have the same success. But the only thing I got to say is this. Those guys, the Josh Allen, the Joe Burrows, the Lamar Jackson, they're not going to be able to swallow their pride and say, you know what, let me hand the ball off 25 times a game. Let me just throw it 10 times. They won't do that. They can't, like their ego, like their game playing style won't allow them to do that. And that's what makes Jalen Hurts special. And that's what makes him fit the Philadelphia Eagles system great, because he don't have no ego. He could hand the ball off to Barkley if you're running 1,000 yards a game. Okay, that's cool. But when called upon, though, he will show up, unlike the Lamar Jackson, unlike the Josh Allen. But Josh Allen had played very well in the playoff, though. His defense kind of, was kind of a little suspect. But Josh Allen balled out in the playoff. But the Lamar Jackson, now that's a different story. He chokes in the playoffs. So it's just one of those things. What is better than? Is it wins? Is it clutchness? Is it, big arm, throw it for 4,000 or 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns that Jalen Hurts have never done his whole career? What is it? To me, it's all about wins and what fits the system that you're in. Who fits it better?
Point blank, Hurts continue to hurt their feeling. He's smarter than half the quarterbacks. Come on, man. And I agree with you. Okay. Not only he's smarter, like the running side of Hurts. And what the thing is, I like what Acho said today. These aren't tush-push touchdowns he has.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even remember the last time he had a tush-push touchdown, to be honest with you. Like it's been a minute since we've seen a tush-push touchdown. These are all passing touchdowns or running touchdowns that are not, 1-yard touchdowns. These are all, Jalen Hurts making plays happen. So I really feel like this is going to be the first season, a true MVP style season that you really want to see from Jalen Hurts. Because I don't care about the yards so much, but you cannot deny the fact that he's throwing touchdowns. So if it's continued at the rate it's going, 40 touchdowns, 45 touchdowns by the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One turnover. I remember when Nick Foles went to season, everybody, it was good. It was like Nick Foles' best year with the Eagles. It was 27. I remember I was here in Oakland, watching him throw 7 touchdowns to Deshaun Jackson, Riley Cooper, and those boys sitting next to his parents. And he threw that season, he had 27 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and everybody thought that was great.
But the game has evolved, though. Like, Like the game has changed. So whatever that 2,700 yards and this touchdown, it's not going to fly here. Like, not this time around, right? And not the age that we're living in right now. Nick Foles was back in 2007, I believe, or 10, whatever it was. So the game has evolved. Like, it became a passing league.
He wasn't no Pro Bowl or MVP. I'm just saying that was a great season for him at that time. Saying Hurts don't pay.
Was he even a starter though?
I think.
Or did he come in?
He was a pro. Yeah, that was the year Nick started. That was.
You sure he started?
Who else was on the team at that time?
I think Sam Bradford, possibly.
I think that was the year Nick started. Because it was 27-2. Because 27, like you said, 27 ain't that great. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he played the whole season.
Fact that he had 2 turnovers is what everybody was tripping off of.
Yeah.
The 2 interception part of it. To go a season with only 2 interceptions, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mahomes throwing 2. Josh Allen throwing, Dak Prescott throwing 2. Like, these guys are throwing picks left and right. And sometimes you got to look at things like that. How efficient are you playing? And Jalen is efficient in the structure of what he had to. Who cares at 170? I don't even care about that. We've seen the touchdowns, okay? We've seen the bomb to fucking Jahad Dawson. We've seen the open flat to Saquon. We've seen all the 2 touchdowns to Goddard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is running this offense the way it needs to be run. Whenever we run heavy, he has lower yards, but he still has the touchdowns. I think that's the credit that people don't really give him. Like, even when we are a run-heavy team, Jalen still gets his passing touchdowns, you know? And that's something to be said. You know, that's something that you got to really respect and understand. Like, that's rare. Any other team out there, you know, their running back getting, you know, their running backs by committee getting 250 yards rushing. They ain't got 4 touchdowns with that 250-yard rushing. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know last year that Jalen Hurts only threw for 18 touchdowns? He might pass that next game. Like, he might be tied with that. The most touchdown in the season he ever threw was 23. So he's definitely going to have career highs and passing touchdown, career highs and passing yards. And if he was in the conversation in 2022 as, you know, a Super Bowl as a MVP, NFL MVP with 22 touchdowns, his record, his touchdown of that year was 22 touchdowns, 6 interception, and 3,700-yard passing. He's about to blow past that.
Look at this. Another thing that Jalen Hurts just did this Sunday. Boom. His 100th touchdown. The man is only 26, 27 years old. He already got 100 TDs, 100 tubbies.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's really not that much, though. I'm just
don't reach 100 tutties.
Wait. All right. So, hey, listen to this, right? The year that he came in for Carson Wentz, he had 6 passing touchdowns. The 2021 year, the wild card year versus the Bucs, we had 16 passing touchdowns, and then 22 passing touchdowns, and then 23 passing touchdowns, and then 18, and now he's at 15. So if you look at it, I mean, he's really not that impressive that he just got 100 passing touchdowns. Honest truth. But the rushing touchdown, if you add the rushing touchdown into it, his career is very impressive, right? But as far as the passing touchdowns, okay, I mean, that's less than 20 touchdowns a year that he's throwing in the NFL where he's a passing league.
But you got to
really real now.
When you look at all the other guys' stats in terms of passing touchdowns, they throw the ball like double and triple as many times as he threw the football. And that's what I always say with Jalen Hurts. It's not about, you know, the overall stats in terms of like these numbers are impressive. 100 passing touchdowns is impressive because he's probably only threw the ball, you know, a third of the many times than anybody else threw in the football. That's the impressive part about it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
179 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's
great. It's amazing. It's 100 passing touchdowns.
Look at this. Look at this.
It's going to take him.
That is his passing chart from this Giants game.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely was, you know, all over the field, though. I mean, he definitely was all over the field taking shots. He was taking shots, too, beyond 10 yards. Look all the throws behind, at least 5 yards behind. I mean, he's, you know, I mean, he did his thing.
Another thing we've seen was a screen for the first time. That was crazy. But look at this, man. He's hitting the middle of the field, and that's one area of the field they said that he didn't like to do. And he couldn't do very well. He couldn't see the middle of the field, and he's dotting them up in the middle of the field, man.
Yeah,
I'm just like really so proud of Jalen Hurts, man, and how he just blocks out all the noise, man. Like he don't listen to none of that. He's just like, I like it. I like it. Talk shit about me. I like it. It's cool.
It's facts. Man. You have to block it out. You have to block out the noise, man. You as a quarterback, especially in Philly, the Philly media is the most disgusting media on the face of the freaking planet Earth. Like, I can't stand Philly media. They're just freaking scums because no matter what you do, good or bad, they're going to find a way to not give you credit, to just find a way to make a little tiny thing to a big deal, drive people away. So you have to be mentally tough to play in Philly. Hey, look at the Ben Simmons, right? The Markelle Fultz, the Carson Wentz. These people were so weak-minded that they let the media get to them. Like Markelle folks freaking. He had the freaking the ips. Like, he couldn't even shoot anymore. He just like, his hand was shaking every time the ball went up. Ben Simmons don't want to shoot. Carson Wentz don't want to compete. They just wanted to be out of there. But it starts with the Philly media, man. It starts every day on freaking radio, WIP, and all these stupid radios. They find something to bitch about, to cry about, and I can't stand them. I'm glad I don't live in Philly, because I'll be pissed off every time I turn on my radio that they on the radio. I would not be able to listen to Philly media, man. Like I couldn't be able to do it. I just couldn't.
Yeah, Philly media is a new breed of media, man. So let's go ahead and grade our boy Jalen Hurts, man. We're gonna grade our boy Jalen. I give Jalen an A. No mistakes, no turnovers. I didn't like the 16-yard sack. I will say that. That was horrible. You need to throw that ball.
That was a bonehead.
You're trying too hard. But for 4 touchdowns, you gotta give him an A. Any quarterback throwing 4 touchdowns, whether it's 200 yards, 500 yards, 300 yards, whatever it is, you threw 4 touchdowns with back-to-back over 140 QBR. That gets you an A, my guy. I'm giving Jalen Hurts an A for this game.
All right, well, I'm not you. I'm not a softy like you, so I'm going to give him a real grade, unlike you. Hey, you trying to get look, everybody will pass your class BirdGang.
A real grade?
You know what? Hey, take me back 30 years and you be the teacher. I know for a fact I'm passing. I'm passing with flying colors. Shoot, all you gotta do is show up, and BirdGang will give me an A. So I'm going to give him a B plus.
4 touchdowns, not an A.
B plus, huh?
A B plus.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a B plus, right?
Because I know I'm the biggest Hurts fan. And he's over there. He's just trying to figure it out.
But no. I'm going to give him a B plus, which is a very, very, very good grade. Like, you know what I mean? So he went for, all right, so he threw the ball 20 times, 15 for 20, 179 passing, 4 sacks, a QBR of 67. I mean, a 67 QBR. But man, I hate the fact that he holds on to the ball so long. Like, knowing that you have Band-Aid on your offensive line, duct tape, you know what I mean? Your center is freaking not good. Your right guard is still trying to find his footing. But I hate the fact that he takes bad sacks at the wrong time. If Tank Bigsby did not get that 31-yard 1 carry, man, we probably would be like, golly, Hurts, man. Hey, this game might have been a little bit closer. But because of that, I give him a B plus. You know what I mean? Yes, he didn't turn the ball over. He did throw for 4 touchdowns. A lot of it was pretty easy. You know what I mean? If the Giants had a starting cornerback, that would have been a pick. But it is what it is. He should have just let Jahan Dotson a little bit further. But Jahan did an outstanding job going and mossing him. Jahan ton of moss. Like, he demossed him. But overall, I mean, it's a B plus for me.
He's nitpicking like the Philly media. You're going to say, I hate the Philly media for nitpicking. And here you go, nitpicking. It should have been an interception. Should have, would have, could have. Okay, he mossed that guy, my guy. Okay, he threw the touchdown where the ball.
If you give him an A, that means that he has no room for improvement. Like, that's exactly what you say. He played that great that he has no room for improvement.
Yeah,
right?
Room for improvement.
Okay, then it cannot be an A. My point, BG. What education? What school education did you go to?
You're not basing off the season before or after. You're basing off the game. And for the game, I got this at.
Hey, where you from again? Where you from? Alabama? You from Alabama?
I'm from Cali. I live in Alabama, but I'm from Cali.
So you tell me that the California school system failed you then? Because if you get an A, that means, hey, continue doing what you're doing. Hey, you don't gotta improve. This is it. You here. A B plus is like, hell, okay, what can I do better? Next time to get an A.
Okay, Philly media. Okay.
Right. His last game was an A. That is perfect. Like, he couldn't play a better game.
Last game was an A plus.
Okay.
Big difference. You want me to give him A- for you?
Hmm?
You didn't get the 200 yards, so you get the A-. I give you the A-. That's what you want to get.
See, and now you changing your mind. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, first was an A, and now A-, and that's why I tell the truth.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go to the running backs, my guy. Well, our running backs, Saquon Barkley with a book biddy, and the new starting number 2 running back on the Philadelphia Eagles, Tank Bigsby, with 104. The first time since when?
2013, I believe, when LaShawn McCoy and who was the other back? What Barkley? Yeah, I don't even know who was the other back.
But I don't remember who played with Shady like that. Damn, that was so long ago.
Yeah, 2013. I'm not sure who was playing with him back then.
But let's take a look at a couple of these runs, man. Let's show what Bigsby really did. You know, so look at this run right here. He dragging these boys. Dragging them.
Yeah, he was.
Like they're not there. Hold on, let me get this off the screen for a second. Okay, and let's see another one of his runs. Let's see. I got a better one for you. Which one is this here? Pick one. Oh, that's a ball. Where is it? Okay, yeah, that's what I want to say. This run right here was the first time or the third time in Eagle history the Eagles converted a second in over 15. I think that's what they said it was. The third time. And these are the 3 times it's happened.
Punt return. Yes, indeed. 2nd and 26 here for Sam Bradford, still tied at 7. And Bradford going deep. Nelson Aguilar.
That's
well,
what they went to get
trouble hanging on to the football.
Oh, he almost had some trouble with that leg, too. Got to be careful there.
Speak their last effort against Seattle. Now trying to stop a 4th and 26 and in essence take over. Plenty of time. Down the middle, it's Mitchell. Where will they spot him? They're going to get forward progress and a first down.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember Fred Mitchell did that. He did this. The champion.
Yeah.
Was garbage. Mitchell was so garbage. He was so garbage, man. But I love him, man. I love him.
Yo, but that shows you though, right? Hey, we had Todd Pixton, James Thrash, Freddie Mitchell. Like those were the wide receivers that I grew up watching for the Philadelphia Eagles, man.
Yeah.
Of course, we had Magnum PI with Brink Selleck and Chad Lewis as tight ends. But the wide receiver core, man, I grew up watching was that crap.
Yeah.
Like what I mean? Like one of the worst wide receiver core in history.
Hey, but all those nobodies made plays when they need to make plays.
It did though. They did make plays once they called
L.J. Smith, James Thrash, Freddie Mitchell, Greg Lewis,
Todd Pinkston.
Who else can you throw out there? Throw another one. Jason Avant, one of the best slot
Jason Avant
history. Jason Avant. You gotta get that man flowers, man. You gotta get that man flowers for sure.
Yo, hey, that is pathetic, man. That was our wide receiver core, folks. So now when y'all complain about, we need to trade away AJ Brown, if he, just let him do his thing.
We're gonna get to AJ. Hold on, you know me. I'm gonna definitely get to AJ because I got some.
Thank you for that.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this yesterday on TikTok. We're gonna definitely talk about it today on here. But let's go while we're still at the running back. Let's see what our boy Saquon did.
God can be true. Love is for me. alone in
So beautiful. He finally got his 60-yard plus run of the season, my guy. We've been waiting for it all year long.
Yo, I did tell you that he was going to have 183, but at least two 60 plus yards, but he only had one, but definitely almost had another one. But he was, look, this has been the best I've seen him run the whole year. But maybe because the Giants are one of the worst run defense in the NFL. Maybe the offensive line finally was able to go downhill, right? Blocking past the second level. And you saw Dickerson, right? Man, blocking like 3 freaking people on the way to the Saquon Barkley 65-yard touchdown.
I got the clip for that. I was gonna play that when you said that because
I'm used to tapping
we gotta grade our running backs first. I can't go there yet. We're gonna grade our running backs first.
Get it.
Did I have the other play from Saquon? Let's see here. No, that's the play Dickerson.
Running back screen. Thank you for the running back screen.
Finally back in our offense. Finally.
And guess what? Guess who? I'm telling right now. You see that? Green Bay Packers are one of the aggressive defense we're about to face. That right there will kill Green Bay. We'll make them at least slow that rush down. So definitely we need more screens. Wide receiver screens, running back screen, tight end screens, fake the running back screen, throw it to the tight end screen. Come on. These are freaking Madden plays that just go Madden and just even if you look, if I was an OC, I'm not gonna lie. If I was an OC, I would go on Madden. I would go on Madden and get some plays. I will go on Madden and get me some plays from there, and and see how the blocks, man, also should be. If I got the guys to run that type of play, like. Don't overthink it, guy. Do not overthink it. Just
everybody knows the best Madden plays that we audible routes.
Huh?
I said, but everybody know the best Madden plays when we audible the routes.
Oh, okay. I don't care what it is, but the problem is screens are part of the game, and this was one of the first screen freaking plays I've seen all year. I don't remember another screen.
I would say. Do you remember one last year?
I do remember some wide receiver screens last year with Kellen Moore. Yes, and some tight end screens in the playoff, for Dallas Goedert. But as far as the running back screens, yeah, I haven't seen this in a minute. So I'm hoping now KP might start to be in his bag a little bit, right? Halfway through. Look, we're halfway through the season, folks. We are 6-2. We're at 8 games right now. There's 17-game season. So we only have 9 more games. 9 more games. And this is when the season starts, November, when we get back from our bye. The season begins with the Packers, with the Lions, with the Chargers, with the Cowboys, with the Bears. So the season is about to begin, folks. So I hope you got your freaking
popcorn ready.
Not even that. Some clean underwear because I hope you got some clean underwear on, folks, because it's about to be one. I'm like, what?
But if you think about it, it's been that way already. Think about the teams we've already beaten: the Packers, the Chiefs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? Like we've already beat good ass.
Yeah, I know though. But just like we're saying that we are starting to. That we're starting to get our foot in, the play con. These teams now, the Bucks, the Chiefs, you play them again. You know what I mean? Like, so every team now, this is the time. If you're a good team, November is when you start seeing. Okay, now we could separate the frauds from the actual teams, right? So the Bears, to me, is about to start going backwards. The Bears had a good run, a good 4-2. They're about to start going backwards.
And don't have them like that.
But like I said, you know what I mean? Hey, those teams to me are not making the playoffs. They're not. The Falcons are already done. They're out of there. You know what I mean? But the Rams are here to stay. The 49ers, too, I still don't believe in the 49ers like that. The Cardinals. But see, so now we got to start seeing the teams in November. Who's going to make the playoffs? Who's real? Who's not? And let's go. I'm all for it, man. Hey, I got clean jaw. Yo, I got so many jaws ready for this upcoming run. Man, I might change it every freaking quarter. I'm telling you, I might. Yo, that's how. Yo, hey, this thing about to be. Yo, this second half is about to be something that we have not seen before. Only because this NFC is so close. I mean, from 6-2 to 5-2, so 4. I mean, this is a wide open conference, and that only the number one seed matters. And that's why I said 1 seed. So we got to win. And if we do, hey, but the problem is the teams that's ahead of us, we play the Packers, the Lions. Those are the 2 teams that we play that kind of like either the same record or ahead of us.
So let's go ahead and grade these running backs. But before we do, listen to my boy Mike Quick talk about Mr. And our boy Farzetta. Shout out to Farzetta for always being on the show, willing to come whenever we call him. Here we go.
Tank Bigsby, where did this come from? I mean, we're used to only seeing him on kickoffs. He's absolutely tanking throughout this game today, as in bulldozing through the offensive line, carrying guys through him. So what changed in this Eagles depth chart for him to go out there and show what he was able to show today?
Basically, an opportunity. It was Saquon first and then Will Shipley. We didn't get to see a lot of Tank. Let's face it, Tank stinks when it comes to kickoff return.
Yes.
But obviously, he's a lot stronger runner, and he's shiftier. That last run he had, that straight up the middle run, where he kept turning and picked up 11 or 12 yards. I had no idea he was that strong to begin with. They're going to need that. It's going to be all hands on deck down the stretch here with the last 9 games. I feel really good about the depth at the running back position now.
He was running hard, man. Makes you wonder, you know, A.J. Dillon, I don't know if is he injured? Or is he just a healthy scratch?
That's a good question.
But Tank, my goodness, not only was he shifty today and made some guys miss, but he just ran hard, man.
But no, hey, look, I don't know if you're surprised, but I have seen Tank run. He used to be on my fantasy team when he was with the Jags. So I'm not shocked by what. Like, I was shocked to get him in. I was shocked the fact that we put him on special teams because I'm like, I didn't understand the trade, right? Because you had A.J. Dillon, you had Will Shipley there. Yes, I know he got banged up, went on a short-term IR. But where's A.J. Dillon? Like, where is he at? I mean, is he,
He was on the sideline.
Was he?
I seen him on the sideline. He's trash.
So did we dress 4 running backs for that game?
And we didn't play him not 1 down.
I didn't see him dress at all. But
I see him dressed on the sideline.
Okay.
We didn't play him 1 down, not a single down.
Auburn too. Yes, facts. He was doing that in Auburn too. I don't know why people are surprised. See, and that's why I like fantasy, man. It forces you to watch other players, right? To root for other players, to actually watch the game. So now you're not surprised when Tank is doing that. You know what I mean? But absolutely, hey, we found something here. We found a 1-2 punch here. And Will Shipley, you know what I mean? Hey, you could just bring him in there. But if you're not going to use AJ, hey, get rid of him and just fill that roster spot with somebody else that we gonna need, like a DB or something. I don't know. But yeah, so if we're gonna use the 1-2 punch between Tank and Barkley, if the rest of the season, I'm okay with it. And then Will Shipley could just do returns. And that's another thing that was popping too on Sunday. Will Shipley was returning the kick. Like, that's what he's used for. Return kicks, good vision, you know what I mean? A running back mindset, you know what I mean? So, hey.
So let's grade these running backs because, BG, when you rush for that many yards, you get an A+.
Yeah, I mean, I give him an A+ because I don't think you could improve from that, right? Because not every day you're going to have 2 running backs that run for over 100, averaging a mind-boggling 10 yards per rush. Barkley and AJ, and Tank. Like, Barkley was averaging 10.7 per rush, and Tank was averaging 11.6 per rush. I mean, that is a first down every time they touch the ball. Yeah. So I can't even say, hey, you know, I mean, like I have no A+ on that one.
A++, man. Like salute to you. Now we go to the receiving game. That's receivers and tight ends. You know, we didn't have the number one receiver. Message shots fired at AJ Brown. Doom, 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 doom. We don't need you. This is what Kevin Batula said. He's like, listen, you put too much stress on me as a coordinator that I have to force feed you the ball. Right. And it looks too obvious when I have to force feed you the ball. It was easier for Kevin to come out his bag when you don't got a number one like AJ, where you have to force feed the ball to. Jalen was spreading the ball wherever it was open. Boom, boom. That's what we like to see. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what we like to see. You think about the best team in the league right now, who are the Colts. They have an awesome game as well. But they have Danny Goose Stamps as their quarterback. And he is throwing dimes to nobodies. Who are these guys? I'm not going to say Pittman's not a nobody because I'm a boy from USC. Pittman's a beast. But the rest of these guys, nobodies.
Hey, don't disrespect the tight end now. Hey, do not disrespect the Penn State tight end. Shoot, Warren. Hey, don't disrespect Warren like that because, hey, he might win. He might win the NFL Rookie of the Year.
Possible.
You know what I mean? Like, this dude is balling out. Like, I mean, he's one of the best tight ends this year because the other tight end's been hurt. Yeah. You know? Even though, hey, Dallas Goedert got 7 touchdowns, you know?
Leading the league in touchdowns, my guy.
What up? Appreciate the heartbeat. Huh?
Leading the league in touchdowns.
For tight ends?
No, for receiving touchdowns.
Does he? Nah.
Yeah, look it up. He never won.
Interesting.
Dallas got it. Holla if you hit me. He got it. The man. So, Jahan Dotson was in this bag himself. And I love Jahan because Jahan's one of those guys that don't really say nothing. He just says, I got to be ready when it's time for me to make a play. And he makes a play every single time. Smitty out there grinding. Smitty didn't get no touchdowns this game.
Nope.
But he made a lot of clutch-ass plays. The separation that he had on these cornerbacks was ridiculous. It's best to question, is Smitty a top 10 receiver?
So Amon St. Brown got 7 touchdowns also.
So he's tied for first.
Yeah, he's tied with the wide receiver. So, but anyway, your question was, is Smitty a top 10 wide receiver?
Because I heard who was it? Mike Quick say that regardless of what you want to say, he's the best receiver in football. If you look at his numbers compared to Jamar Chase, I think he's 6th overall in yards, and he's only 50 yards behind Jamar Chase, right? But the difference that I love to see was Jamar had 56 receptions, and Smitty had like 36 receptions.
Yeah.
So 50 yards, but, you know, almost half the receptions, that's domination. Okay, we do not give Smitty enough credit for being the baller that he is, and he keeps his mouth shut without tweets.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you would say that Smitty is a top 10 wide receiver, I would not argue with you. All right, I mean, because we do have 2 number ones. I mean, I still think that Smitty is still better than George Pickens. I mean, I think he's better than George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb. I mean, you could argue the case. You can make the case, you know what I mean? But I'm going to pick Lamb over Smitty, right? But Smitty is not a lot of wide receivers that I would pick over him at all. When given the opportunity, he could beat you all types of ways. I mean, sideline toe tap king. And he could beat you off the line with his speed, with his route running, his comebacks in the middle. I mean, for a guy that's like $185 soaking wet. And for him to go in the middle, contested catches every Sunday, falling down his body. I mean, man, and still get up and do it again, right? Not a lot of wide receivers does that. So I would definitely put him in the top 10. I gotta see the whole list, but yeah, absolutely, I would put him in the top 10. He might be 10, so but I definitely give him credit.
I don't go even deeper to that because I told you guys before the season, this could be the Smitty season. We wanted AJ. AJ's had plenty of opportunities to be the best on this team. I'm just, that's why I'm like, just kind of over it. Like, whatever, AJ. This is Smitty time. He deserves it. If anybody deserves to be All-Pro, Pro Bowl, Smitty's never made a Pro Bowl. He's never been an All-Pro. AJ's done it 3 years in a row. Okay? It is his year to do it. Share the love, AJ. It's Smitty's year to be the man. Give him a goddamn Pro Bowl, please. He deserves it. I think Smitty is the top 7 receiver in the game right now. And AJ being in the top 7, 2. So we got 2 players in the top 7 receivers playing football right now.
But look, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Devontae Smith playing the way he's playing now, I almost guarantee that AJ Brown will surpass him in yards. I almost guarantee you that AJ Brown, when we come back off this bye, AJ Brown will pass Smitty on yards. Watch. I'm telling you, AJ is that dude, man. AJ is that dude, regardless, how much drama he is. Because now you're going to see how he gets back on board, right? Boom. They're probably going to start just targeting him a little bit more, especially if he doesn't get traded, that y'all want him gone, but I don't. But especially if he doesn't get traded next week, I think it's the trade deadline. Watch him start having more yards than Smitty moving forward. Okay.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is Smitty's year. Like I said, it's his year to shine. Whether it's because he got number 2 receiver cornerbacks on him or not, it is Smitty's time to shine because Smitty, when you can go to work every day and not cry about it and do your thing, and guess what? You get rewarded for it. And that's why I think Smitty will be the number 1 receiver this year on the Philadelphia Eagles, man. It's not that AJ, is going to have a bad season. I do think AJ's going to come back. I don't think, like I said, I don't think AJ gets traded the trading deadline in the next week. I think AJ gets traded in the offseason. So, like Kamaya says, hard work pays off for sure. So, and you got to give him his flowers, man. Smitty, his separation is ridiculous. I wish I had put the clip on here. He's separated like none other. His separation, his game that he has, he's bringing to the team. He's always in the clutch. He catches everything. He's over the middle. He's on the sideline, deep. Whatever you need Smitty to do, he does it with a smile on his face, and that's what you want to see from a pro. Do it with a smile on your face. Go out there and ball out. Show up and show out. And that's what he does, man. I like it, man. I think Smitty is definitely top 7.
Yeah, but also, look, you heard what Smitty was saying, right? Smitty felt the same way AJ Brown felt. He felt frustrated. Come on now, we're better than this. But AJ Brown had to be the one that said, hey, guess what? That's why he's a captain. He got the C on his chest for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't speak up, changes are not going to happen. So, yes, even though Smitty felt the same way, you know what I mean? But AJ took it on his shoulder and say, I got a Smitty. Let me go do my thing. And now look at this. The passing game over the past freaking 3 games, man, almost 900 yards passing. Like, if you look at it since the Rams game and all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, okay, Smitty just keep his mouth shut, and he benefits. And AJ Brown is like,
smart man Smitty. He goes, if I keep my mouth shut and I get him to say something, guess what? I'll get the ball. And that's exactly what's happening over the last 3 games. Like you said, this past game opened up. Who has been the beneficiary of this passing game? It's been Devontae Smith.
Absolutely.
You tell him, AJ. You tell him we need the goddamn ball. I'm going to keep my mouth shut over here. catch.
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, he playing it smart. So as far as the grades go for the wide receivers, man, I give them, you know what I mean? Even though we only had 179 yards passing, I give them a B plus.
Yeah, I gotta give him an A minus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving him an A
You
because
just refuse to give people B's, huh?
I'm just saying though, like you said, 179 yards. If you count tight ends too, you know, that's 4 touchdowns that were caught in this football game. There was no drops really. There was no like anything to really give them a negative mark about. You know what I'm saying? When we pass the ball efficiently. So if I'm giving the quarterback an A, I definitely got to give the receivers an A because they caught everything. That Jahan Dotson touchdown, like you said, it could have been intercepted. It could have been up, but he stayed focused. He locked in and he caught that ball. So I got to give him an A, man. I'm giving him an A. I'm giving him an A on this one. The receivers get an A.
Okay. All right, tight end A. I gave Dallas Goedert an A.
Yeah, I put tight ends and receivers.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's why you want to change your B plus?
No, I do not.
Even though you're saying you're about to add Dallas Goedert?
Yeah. No, I do not.
All right, let's go to the offensive line because this game was won in the trenches. The big boys showed up and showed out. And guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Landon's back. Tell a friend. He played like all-pro Landon Dickerson again, my guy. He is back somehow, some way. Landon's getting healthier, and I don't know how you get healthier during the season, but he is showing that he's gotten healthier. Maybe that week off did really good for him. Look at this. Landon blocks 3 guys. 3 guys.
3 guys.
Is this the play? Boom, boom, 2, boom, 3.
Yeah.
3 guys on that 60-yard run from Saquon. What's up, Austin Sports? 3 guys.
Yeah, I mean, look, the offensive line overall, I mean, they did their thing. I mean, hey, they 279 yards rushing, 277. I can't say nothing but a B plus. I gotta give him a B plus because the center Brett Tuff, he's not gonna be there, right? He's not gonna be there, and Cam Jurgens just being in there. I mean, it will change a lot of things, but you know what? Hey, I give him an A. I give him an A. If you rush for almost 300 yards, you deserve an A.
So we hated on Toff last week, and Toff at center this week, when they actually gave him help, they didn't leave him on an island to block people one-on-one. They actually double teamed and schemed it right where he had some help. He actually had a great game. You know what I'm saying?
But also, wait, didn't he come in the middle of the game for Cam? Or did he start last week?
Last week he did, yeah.
Yeah, he came in. So, yeah, of course. It's hard to come into a game and not even knowing that you're going to play. And then, boom, all of a sudden, hey, you got to go in there. And now you got to, just start looking at coverages and helping the quarterback out. I'm calling the protection. Like, it's hard to come off the bench cold turkey like that. So, I understand. You know what I mean? So, I do understand how he kind of struggled versus who did we play last week? I forgot who we played last week.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Of course. And Minnesota is a very good, you know what I mean, at least a defensive front too. So, yeah, I could see. But definitely going against Dexter Lawrence, you know what I mean, this past Sunday, and he's not the weak link. Like, we didn't hear, oh, my God, Toff, what is he doing? What is the center doing? None of that. Hey, and 277 yards rushing, he deserved his flowers. But guess what? He going back on the bench in a couple of weeks from now because Cam is going to be back.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Now get your ass back on the bench, right?
That's nice. Thank you for your service. We appreciate what you did for the game or two.
Get your ass out of here. Get him out of here.
Back on that line, man. Pro Bowl center. We need you back out there. We need you back on Landon when you come back too. We need the Pro Bowl jerky back. Okay.
Yeah. Facts.
So I'm gonna go ahead and be off that too. I'm gonna say I give this line a B plus. You know, because there was some sacks. And I can't blame them all on Jalen. I can't say that they weren't because of Jalen, but I will say we got sacked too many times.
Well,
Luckily we got a guy
4
like
sacks.
Lane Johnson who can get away from holding. Because I've seen a couple plays Lane with holding.
Yeah. Lane Johnson definitely began away from holding.
He was like, "Oh, that's Lane Johnson. He's good."
Go Birds! What up? What up? 2 minute
Birds
warning. But yeah, so he definitely began away from it with some holding, man. He definitely began away with because he drugged that dude down so bad, man. I'm like, damn, and he got away with that.
Now we are here on the defensive side of the ball, and we back in the trenches because our boy Jalen Carter came off the snide and got his first sack. My boy, JD, who I said would have better numbers than Jalen Carter this year, have a better season than Jalen Carter this year, came in with a sack. And our boy, Hunt was hunting, okay?
Yeah,
Hunt's pressure rate this last game. Look what he was doing to the quarterback all over the place. I didn't know they even made these for pass rush. I thought this was a receiver thing, but they had a pass rush chart for my boy Hunt. And look at all the green, meaning he was all over the field, getting to that quarterback every way possible. Man, he could have had 3 sacks. He could have maybe even had 4 sacks.
If he was just a little bit bigger and was not getting manhandled.
He's getting a little manhandled, but he was getting around there. Let's take a look because last time I checked, the Eagles was sacks on sacks on sacks, and I got it all here for you. Let's go. Woo!
Yeah, the defensive line. And look, there's one thing that the announcers kept on saying. Vic Fangio completely changed the game plan from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, the Eagles was blitzing a lot, and they was playing man, and we saw how bad that worked out, right? So now this time around, Vic Fangio plays zone, no blitz. It was a 4-man front, zone in the back, and that's how we was able to get to Jackson Dart because now you're making him think like, to read the zone, who's coming, who's going to drop back, who's going to cover who. So definitely a shout out to Vic Fangio for coming up with that game plan, learning from his mistakes from 2 weeks ago when they hung 30 freaking points on us plus. So that's what you call a good coach, willing to learn what works, what doesn't, and put your guys in the best situation. And here's the reason why that this defense got 5 sacks that game. So shout out to Vic. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Yeah, man. Banjo did the same, man. And they said it too. They said we were close. We kept getting close. But like I remember a couple years back when wasn't the year we had the most sacks at the beginning of the season? Like we didn't have that many sacks. He's like, but when they come, they're gonna come in clusters. They're gonna come in bunches. And I feel like we hit that wall with this defensive line where now, because you heard Vic Fangio talk today how the rookie Campbell did only play 17 snaps last game. Because he has to adjust to playing DN, and he didn't feel he rather gave a guy like Patrick Johnson some of those snaps that's been there in the system for a while. While he's understanding. And I'm telling you, by the time this 5 weeks over, Campbell gonna have his game down. I bet you Campbell didn't like sitting on the bench as much as he did this last game, and he's gonna come back hungry and come back better. And we're gonna have another monster on the edge. Not only that, we're gonna have Brandon Graham back. Not only that, we're gonna have Nolan Smith back. This pass rush is about to be devastating at the right time, man. Devastating at the right time. So excited. I'm giving these boys an A with the 5 sacks, my guy.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta give them an A. All right, 5 sacks. Look, when you're a team that struggles to get sacks, play a bad team. That's morale booster. You know what I mean? So I definitely love the 5 sacks. I love the pressure. I love that Jalen Carter, you know what I mean? Him and Moro Jomo was in there. I mean, hey, good job for the defensive line, man. I give him an A.
Linebackers.
Yeah.
How many yards do they have rushing?
Who? The Giants?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see real quick.
Because I told y'all Scatterboo was gonna make it past the third quarter, and he definitely did. Shout out to Scatterboo, man. Our prayers up to you, my guy. When I said it, I didn't really want you to be out.
I told you, man.
I
That you stop saying stuff like that.
As a running back, but I am having my defense lay the smackdown on your candy ass.
All right, so the Giants had 68 yards rushing, 178 yards passing.
Yeah.
So the defense up front did their thing.
And you know what it was, the linebackers? Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean. Hey, go ahead.
The run-stuffing linebacker that we needed the first 6 games. That's the reason why he has reclaimed his starting spot. A lot of people didn't think he was going to do it. A lot of people didn't think Nakobe was going to come back to this lineup with the way Campbell's playing, the number 1 defensive linebacker in the game. A lot of people didn't think that. And then he did. He came back and took his damn job. He said, I don't give a damn that you came from Alabama. I don't give a damn that you're an all-star running linebacker. This is my spot. I'm the heart and soul of this run defense, my guy. You are another pass coverage linebacker. I will get my spot back when I'm healthy. And the boy came back and got his damn job back. Hey, Nakobe Dean is off the snide, back in the game, playing at an elite level, stopping this run. And I can't be more happy for him, man. Shout out to you, Nakobe Dean, for doing your damn job, making sure that you wasn't going to get replaced by a rook. Because no matter what, if you're a veteran, get replaced by a rookie, that means you really ain't that good, my guy. That means you really ain't that good. And he refused to get replaced by a rookie. And now you see Nakobe Dean being our starting linebacker back again. And the rookie moved to a whole new position. So linebackers as a whole, Nakobe Dean got y'all an A, my guy. Even Bon played all right. You know, he heard Scatterboo or whatnot. But, you know, it's really about Nakobe Dean reclaiming his starting linebacker spot, man.
Yeah, Nakobe Dean is what? The key to stopping the run. Who would have thought that we would say, oh my God, we need Nakobe Dean. We need Nakobe Dean, the guy that can't stay healthy. But now we're just like, please stay healthy. As long as he stays healthy, and you could see Nakobe Dean, he sees the run. He sees the running back in some way, somehow. His small frame find a way to get in the backfield every time, trying to disrupt the run. Even if he doesn't make the tackle, he still gets in the backfield. He still slow the running game up, like the running back up. So, yes, Nakobe Dean is the key to stopping the run. And now, you know, like you said, you know, hey, if Jihad, if he feels comfortable rushing, I mean, hey, you could play 3 linebackers. You could put all 3 of them on the field, right? I mean, just move Jihad around, but definitely Nakobe Dean, man. Shout out to Nakobe Dean, man. And he gonna come back even more healthier 2 weeks from now. Like, I mean, hey, he's gonna be fresh, ready to go. Yeah, man. Like, good job by the linebackers, man. Good job by Nakobe Dean, Zach Bond. And coverage, though, and coverage, there's still some things to work on and coverage a little bit. Because you saw that the one deep ball to Tracy, where Dean was.
Dean was there.
And he almost, but that was a great catch. And that was a very, very good catch.
That was tight.
Knocked his hands down.
I thought it was gonna be a knockout. He had to arm in there too. He was in there.
Yeah.
I can blame Dean on that one. Like, knockout. Oh, he caught that. Nice catch by Tracy. Good job, buddy. Because you couldn't say nothing about that one. Now, the whole Patrick Johnson getting turned around by Scatterboo for the touchdown, that's why you're a backup guy.
That wasn't Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, it was. 49. Patrick Johnson. The Scatterboo receiving touchdown was on Patrick Johnson.
Wasn't that Dean?
No, that touchdown was on Patrick Johnson. Yeah, look it up.
And it wasn't okay. So it wasn't a turnaround. It was the fact that, as a matter of fact, Tom Brady even said it. So what happened was when Scatterboo left the backfield, The route was supposed to a will route from the outside. He did a veteran move and kind of swung around to the inside, and Dart saw him. So technically, he was playing the proper position, like the proper way to play. Huh?
When Scaboo did that cut in, he fell on his ass.
No, he didn't fall.
Patrick Johnson fell on that play. He
I
got
don't know.
and he fell, and he got up and ran, and he was already beat, and it was a touchdown.
Well,
but it is what it is, Patrick. That's why you back up, my guy. You have some nice rushes. I'm not hating on you. It's just a bad play by you. Everybody made bad plays, my guy. But overall, the linebacker core, y'all gonna get an A from me just because I'm giving out grades right now and I'm giving out A's. The secondary, though, we at the secondary. Quinyon Mitchell had his first touchdown bombed on his head.
No, he didn't. Nope, it never happened. It never happened.
You was getting some.
It never happened, so I don't know what you're talking about. It never happened.
They're trying to keep his streak a note. I think Q's getting some veteran love. They're trying to keep his streak of no touchdowns forever.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what touchdown you saw.
That was a burnt toast. He was playing handsies with him, and I was looking at it, and I was like, yeah, I understand the push off for the touchdown, but if you really look at it, he pushed off before, and Quinyon grabbed his hand and pulled himself back in off the push off, and then he let go, and then that's when the dude broke off. So Q got burned on that play. But luckily, the referees didn't call it the other way. So he really didn't get burned, and he didn't get no burnt toast on his record. And he still is Quinton Bay.
Yeah, facts. I mean, but I still don't know what he was talking about, though. I still don't know what it was talking about. All I saw that he played really, really good. We allowed 178 yard passing. Yeah, I mean, he did good. So
he did great. Hey, and Ringo. Hey, shout out to Ringo.
Ringo who?
Coverage this game, my
Who
guy.
Ringo?
Ringo didn't get burned either this game. You know what I'm saying? Like Ringo was playing some tight coverage out there.
I thought he was bench. I thought he was on the bench because we didn't even hear his name at all.
That's how good he was. And I realized I have, in our fantasy, I had Quinyon in my starting, and I'm like thinking, I got to get this guy out because you don't ever hear anything about Quinyon, but he doesn't ever do anything, so his points don't matter. He don't ever get points because they're not throwing it on him. He's not getting receiving yards. He's not tackling nobody. He's not doing nothing. He's not giving me no goddamn points. So I put him on the bench because I'm like, he is one of the best in the league, but I think he's like 83rd in terms of fantasy. So if Quinyon Mitchell is on your fantasy team, you might want to bench him because he's not going to get you any points. I've had him for 8 weeks.
Yeah, because they're not going to throw his way.
He's not going to get you shit. Okay. He just got benched in my league. Like, you, Quinyon.
But no, overall, the DBs, all right. I'm gonna put the corners and the safeties all in one. The DB group.
Hey, how about Brown with his? Oh, you get kicked to the dome.
Bro, I don't know what Brown be doing.
He's a psycho, man. He's a psycho. He's like, I'm doing anything to make him play.
Yo,
over that dude and kicked him in the face.
Yo, Cindy Brown needs to be like fine, and he to be in handcuffs because that thing was a flying kick to somebody's face.
Yeah, he kicked that dude straight.
Yo, that was a flying kick. I'm like, who the hell is that? Yo, this came and it did. I'm like, what did I just see? Like, I was like, what was that?
And then he ran away like it didn't happen. He's like, kick, right away.
Oh man, bro, that was funny though. But hey, whatever it takes to get on the field, whatever it takes to get on the field and make a play.
When Mike Epps came in, when the second team came in, and Mike Epps threw that dude down so super hard on that sideline, he got that ball. Mike slammed. He slammed that dude like he was a little kid. He slammed him down.
Whatever you gotta do, man, to get on the field, bro.
So your secondary, what grade are you giving them?
The secondary, I told you, man, as a whole, I mean, they did a good job. I give them a B, a solid B. You know what I mean? Hey, you did see the the Creon Mitchell stuff, but I mean we're going against backup wide receivers, right? That's why I'm like, all right, they did good. All right, they did great. But I give them a B. A B. Not no B plus, but a B.
I'll give them a B too.
Yeah.
Fair. They didn't really have a real challenge. It might look challenging for like Ringo or whatnot, but it wasn't really a challenge. So yeah, we gotta give them a B on that one.
Yeah, a B. A B.
Oh, we've been missing out on chat.
Huh?
We're missing out on chats. We haven't hit a chat in a minute. Hold on, let me see what people saying over here on YouTube.
Nah, they're not really talking about nothing.
You know,
Mm-mm.
You can see it better than me. So they get a B. Special teams, man, you get an A because Shipley acted like he was like, you might take away my RB2 spot, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make some kind of contribution to the team. He had some nice returns, man. Shipley had a couple of nice returns. I think he found his niche in his spot on the team.
Yeah, I mean, overall, good job. Hey, the return game was definitely kicking. I mean, the return game was definitely popping. So, hey, shout out to the return team. Look, shout out to the whole team, man. You know what I mean? Hey, a solid win, 6-2 to go into the bye. I mean, I have no real complaints at all. I mean, it's hard to complain when you put belt to ass, you know what I mean, to freaking, the Giants, man. Almost put like a 40 burger on them if we didn't call off the dogs, man. You know what I mean? So
you say, what's the Eagles' identity? Let's let Peter Schraber talk about the Eagles' identity.
I find maybe the identity question to be the most frustrating if you're an Eagles fan. What's their identity? That's what we always talk about. What's their identity? Well, last week they threw for 330 yards against the best pass defense in the league. This week they run for 270 yards. What's the Tupac song? How do you want it? Mm-hmm. How do you want it? That's what it is. We're going to give it to you in a bunch of different ways. It doesn't have to be we're a run team or a pass team. They do it both really well. And to Nick Sirianni's credit,
But they weren't.
That's fair, but they are now.
Totally.
And like
100%.
to Nick Sirianni's point, like 60 wins. The guy's got the third most in Eagles history with Dick Vermeil right now. They find a way each week, and they've now beaten the Giants, the Buccaneers, they've beaten the Rams, they've beaten the Chiefs, beaten the Cowboys. They're sitting in a pretty good spot despite all of our hysteria over the Eagles.
It's JC SportsTalk. But hey, what up, Thomas? Hey, that's a Cowboy fan right there, man. Hey, that's the one down. That's in our fantasy league.
No, what up, Thomas?
Yeah, him right there. You know,
he placed in third place last game. And that dude, I think I played that dude twice.
Yeah, I mean, we play everybody twice.
For some odd reason, like my team can't beat his team, but those are my only 2 losses. I feel good being in third place. I'm winning this one this year. Last year I was number 1 going into the championship game and I lost, but I think I'm gonna win it this year. So you got to be prepared for that.
But yeah, man. So I mean, look, hey, we will be live next week, even though there's no game on Sunday. But at least we could, break down the upcoming game versus the Packers. Big upcoming game versus the Packers. Probably like first place is going to be on the line next Sunday versus the Packers. If the Packers win this upcoming Sunday, but hey, who knows? But definitely we will be live.
The Carolina Panthers.
Oh, they beat the Panthers?
Last I checked, Carolina was what? 4-4, 4-3?
Hell nah.
Yeah, they are. They're like 4-4, 4-3. Check them out.
Nah, I don't think
I was shocked, dude. I was shocked to see they had that many wins.
The Panthers have
NFL.
Yeah, they're 4-4.
Yeah. This is our rankings right now. We got Green Bay number 1, only because they tied a game.
Yeah. It's that stupid tie.
New England number 2, Philadelphia number 3. Wait, am I missing something? Am I not reading this right? I can't see the Colts number 1, 7-1.
Well, okay, so let's stick to the NFC though. The NFC, the only team that's ahead of the Philadelphia Eagles is the Green Bay Packers. Like I said, so next week's, well, not this upcoming Sunday, but 2 weeks from now, it's first place in the conference is going to be on the line. So that's what I'm saying. So first place will be on the line. Boom, there we go.
Yeah.
6-2.
We got
we beat the Bucks already. We got to play the Lions. We beat the Rams already. So the teams that's underneath us, we already beat. So even if we have the same record as the Bucks or as the Rams, we already beat them. So we had the tiebreaker. So all we got to worry about is beat the teams that we're about to face that's going to be ahead of us. The Packers, the Lions. We play all those teams, man. So we control our own destiny, man. We control our own destiny to be the number 1 seed, period.
I will be at that Lions game for whoever's going to be there. Hopefully we beat both of the Green Bay and the Lions. But I will be at the Lions game. So be on the lookout for that. I'm looking forward to getting to my first Eagle game of the season. It's going to be nice out there going against Detroit, a really high-powered team. I think it should be a good game. Hopefully I'm not too drunk by the time the game starts.
Yeah. Well,
BG and JC going to be talking about who we trade. Yeah, before we get out of it now, we'll
talk about that next week, man. We're already hour and a half in, man. And we got time. Hey, we got time. Or we can talk about it. Huh?
Listen, I did have one in terms of trade thing that I want to talk about. Because I've seen today that Minnesota's looking for a quarterback. Would you?
No, I'm not trading McKee. Next question.
For 2 first-round picks.
There ain't nobody gonna give no freaking 2 first-round for McKee.
McKee is bought out.
Nobody, bro. Nobody is gonna give up 2 first-round picks for no freaking Tanner McKee.
Okay, what about this? A first round and a third.
Take the first round out your mouth.
No, he can get a first round right now.
Ain't no way. Ain't nobody giving no first round for no McKee.
They are definitely desperate right now.
I don't care how desperate you are. Teams are not giving a first round pick for a third string quarterback.
He's not.
If they do that, then they fire the GM, fire all the coaches. You're not giving up a first round pick for a third round, a third string quarterback right now.
Second string. Who's up ahead of McKee?
Huh?
Who's ahead of McKee? Keep saying third string quarterback. Who's ahead of him?
Whoever was ahead of him when he was on IR.
No, there's no one ahead of McKee. McKee is number 2. The only games you have to show, hell, he looked better than Jalen Hurts the last time he played.
Man, that was preseason.
He had over back-to-back 300.
And this is why I don't want to talk about this, because 1, I'm hungry. 2, you about to piss me off right now. It's talking about some bull crap freaking. Hey, he looked better than Jalen Hurts in preseason.
No, last year, at the end of the season, the last 3 games McKee played, and he looked like a boss. That's how Jalen.
We locked up the number 1 seed, man.
We got Jahan Dotson went over 100 with McKee.
Birdman. Hey, go get your man. All right, let's go, man.
But hey, man, salute to y'all. We definitely gonna get into the trade review because next week we should know if anybody gets traded, right?
Yeah, facts.
The trade deadline will be over, right?
I think the trade deadline
players or we won't, or we have people gone or we won't. So that was just an interesting thing I thought out there. I was just seeing like how desperate Minnesota was for a quarterback now that Carson Wentz out for the season. I was like, damn, what happened? They go ahead and offer us a first round pick for McKee. Would you do it?
No, and nobody offered a first round pick.
If they did, hypothetically, would you do it or not?
They're not doing it.
What would you do it?
They're not doing it.
Would you do it? The question is, JC, you're Howie Roseman. Minnesota said, we give you a first round pick for Tanner McKee.
Nobody's giving a first round pick for Tanner.
Are you giving him away or not? It's a question. You keep skating around the question. What'd you do to trade if it was a trade? Yes or no?
Nobody's giving a first round pick for
Would you do a trade? Yes or no?
End of discussion. Ain't nobody give up no first round pick for no Tanner McKee, bro. Nobody.
Definitely give them Tanner McKee for a first round pick because I trust Jalen Hurts not to get hurt this season. I trust that we won't need him for the rest of the season and moving forward into the playoffs. But it would have sucked if he gave him away and God forbid, knock on wood, anything did happen to J-Mac, then we'd be screwed.
Well, too bad we're not. So he's fine.
Okay. Well, hey, hit that like. Shout out to the 50 up in here, man. Shout out to all y'all on X hitting that like over there on X. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Much love to all you guys. Come check us out next week. Content will be dropping throughout the week. And like I always say at the end of my videos, fly, Eagles, fly.
The birds.
And we out. Peace.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very, 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 very first